Hello, this is Jaime from the Red Bank Public Library. Welcome to Power Play. Today we'll be making Magic Valentines. You can get a take-home kit for this project, which is located on the library's porch. It includes 5 pieces that are all measured out. But I will also show you the measurements in this video, so you could do it with supplies that you have at home. For this project you'll need colored paper and computer paper, scissors and a ruler, pencil and eraser, a thin Sharpie, glue, and clear dividers for binders, or you can use clear packaging. It just needs to be a sheet of something transparent and sturdy. I got the directions for this project from K Media, and will be using screenshots from it in this video. I will put the link for that video in the description. First, we're going to be making the frame for the window. You need a piece of paper that is 21 centimeters by 25 centimeters. On the side with the 25 centimeters, you want to make a small mark at the 12 centimeter mark and the 24 centimeter mark. Do that for the top and bottom of the paper. For the 24 centimeter mark, I suggest that you draw a line to connect the top and bottom marks so that it's easier to fold later. Then you're going to make a fold at the 24 centimeter mark and the 12 centimeter mark. Now, we are going to make a 2 centimeter thick frame for the window. You're going to do that by facing the paper with the flap vertically towards you. And then mark 2 centimeters on each corner. It should look something like this. Then face it horizontally and do the same thing. Mark it with 2 centimeter marks. Then you're going to connect the lines matching the top and bottom marks. There should be 2 lines vertically and 2 lines horizontally. Now, you should have a frame shape. Next, we are going to cut an opening for the window using the lines we just made as a guide. You can use an X-Acto knife or gently fold the paper and make a small cut with your scissors in the center of the paper, and then cut the whole center out. Now that we're done creating our window, we're going to put this to the side now and work on an insert that will be attached to the window. For the insert, you'll need paper that is 13.8 centimeters by 21 centimeters. For the side that is 13.8 centimeters, you need to create marks for the 1 centimeter mark on each side. Then make folds on those marks. The paper should now have 2 long flaps on each side. Now you're going to take your window and open it up. Put the insert inside and glue the flaps to the inner part of the frame. Then you'll close the frame with the insert inside and seal the outside flap shut with glue. You can also use tape to help secure it. Then you're done making your window. Now we're going to create the slide that goes inside it. Did you figure out the trick yet? For the slide, you're going to need paper that is 21 centimeters by 11.6 centimeters. Now this is the part where you lightly draw your image using a pencil. As you draw, keep in mind that there's going to be a frame around it, so try to draw more towards the center. If you're doing the ice cream cone, you could just make a half circle and then make little drips going down from it, and then a little triangle for the cone, and then put little lines going up and curved lines to give the suggestion that it's 3D. And I'm also adding a heart-shaped cherry on top. I drew the other ice cream cones using the same shapes. I just made them a little more tilted towards the middle and added some heart sprinkles. And there we are. I'm going to color them using markers and outline them with the thin Sharpie. If you're not sure what the color is going to look like, you can always take a scrap piece of paper and try the color out and see if that's something that you'd want. Now I'm going to add a little message. And I'm going to be using the thin Sharpie to outline my drawings. Now you're going to need to cut your transparent paper to 11.6 centimeters by 21. And you're also going to need to cut a piece of paper 4 centimeters by 12 centimeters. Now we're going to assemble these 3 pieces together. I'm going to take this piece, and this is going to be the tab. We're going to fold it in half. Then we're going to glue 1/2 to the back of the slide. Now you're going to glue the transparent sheet on top of the slide. Only glue it down right on the top near the tab. And then you're going to put glue on top of the transparency. And then fold down the other side of the tab. And seal that in. You can put a heavy object on top to help it dry together. And then you can add a little text on the tab to give the person directions. I'm going to write "pull this." I'm also going to go back to the window and I'm just going to decorate around the frame. Now you're going to outline your drawing on top of the transparency. During this part you have to be careful that you don't accidentally smudge it. And I'm choosing not to outline everything. I'm just doing the ice cream. I'm not doing the message or the hearts because I want that to be revealed when the person opens up the slide. Every now and then you might want to put a white piece of paper underneath just to see if you missed any outlines. And I did miss some spots, so I'm just going to fill those in. Final step is to insert the slide into the window. So you see the insert in there? We're going to put the colors part of the slide right underneath of that insert, and then the transparency goes on top. The trick is that the insert blocks the color layer so that only the transparency outline shows. This creates the illusion when a person pulls the slide out that it's magically turned from black and white to color. It's a really neat trick and will definitely impress your friends, family, or special someone. Thank you for coming to Power Play, and for those of you who are doing our winter reading program, the code word for this event is window, so if you type that in, you'll get your badge. Okay, thank you so much for coming. Bye! The Red Bank Public Library is doing a book tasting cafe where you can listen to passages of 5 new books read by your librarians. The link for the cafe will be in the description of this video.